so feed the kwade ya share that kasa campaign by we yes sign wa ko boy no e wo hanu say ye ne kakaka but I so unfortunate to my region, to the families and to the NDC kasa enyina yen share holding and yako kese because these are emabuna obi ni mechina asem den kan ABC yen kai busuafo but esi intese ye ka ho asem na ye hwese eye additional yenyina ha ti afi no beti ase de nti abiribia de yetena na ye kase kane na ye afi anabusumi ene de simamba akubia ekubia no ese hu se oti ase se uni option bia than to say erade medawase se otuma na mo free doorway akoka doorway is from here to maybe a camera and see no a lot of things can happen.
Adom.
Ama nyama bebre wa you know I said no fear is becoming just too much. Beyond that, onyame they are saying it's a fresh and a brand new day and this month they one now cast a month with the emi dia bia no me jima dia wo yesu din nti be so me to sa honhom ne bikunu so na ma to atwene dan mo
amen
nti de obe no say all for kwati kwan block ye hire bia no esi
amen
esi
amen
de bia because nanda na ma de o share say de o da o tonko sa ba meji
anya obi ntimi si de onyame ehira no
amen
nti se wo so obi okoso obi ye na wo so na mo akire awewe ase a join won na ni nhira no ebi ma so na mo ntumi nye bibia ebesi ni nhira no kwan
amen
beba no nkwanhia no ni ade na se ye free ne nkia se hwi so
so because ye free be dis
ye free ho ba na anwumre no enye se hwi so kwan so akra kumase e kwan enye kra
na se mo de o da
senya droba ni bi ene be save obi ena nka obi aye se nyina ya adwen ate ene ye kwa emi san kan kwanhia de every seconds bi aye
beti na se me catch you say ya crack mass require me kan yo de mo me kudi se hwi wo so enkomo
de ye no mase
na afi wa ba ya kwanso de makach ho ade ba ko ekoso da makoma so
emi ya ye ntwe no so de na ase
enti wo de wo so ti a be tu me kasa
because
enti ko de se hwi wo so na wo so nya ne monte so na afi mi wi am de asidama ketechie bu mangama enti mo mun ka de makwo ni de matere de enti abu
enti se hwi osofo nyankopon nhiramo yada mo asepa ye ba ye ne se de mo je ye nso no che se wote wa na se du aba se enkura bi free other town from se hwi hoba we free body we free joboso we free he omo be chia ye che se me se sanki ye course 1 week that's what they are ahanga ya ebebro ye enti yeda omase papa nyame enhiramo ne odo a muyi na die ede kire ye ne ye ba ye nso anye ntokwa obi a kire na die wia ne nyina ne abom ne ekọ enti yeda DCE ase fi so ono so no ground so ono so hwe se bibia Owusu Japan
Louis Japan
yeda omase papa any security so anopa ne edu ho so no mo so wo ma ye krado e wo ho ene obi a wode ne ho hyemu e ma ye seta bibia ye bia ye nkunimdie adwadifo adrobafo amoma mo ho kwan ne be gina maboboa no ye adwuma no nyankopon onhyira mu nyina baako me ma me baako amkonya no ye Sidano Enterprise CEO Cecilia Danso nyankopon hyira papa so ono so ba bia no wo kɔ ne kumase wo se da bi se mo abade a ene ne wo se ye ba ne be kyerɛ mu tinyame hyira mu nyina odo amuyi na gie ne de ebura adwene ne ntiase so.
Okay, so Diamond
okay, yeah, that's the any kind
of confuse me. I just say Kumasi a doctor for being for me, Asafo J Hospital and Asafo Boachi Hospital.
Omunyina Asafo
Ebrimenu so. Nti de ebrimenu so on say she be quiet and say she yoso. By ye call say she yoso.
Yes, ye twemu be quiet. And you call yoso.
And then the minister say what done.
Yes, next time you be call you aboso ni akobodi. Enkrofo kromu wa.
Okay, so what's
okay, nti ye di kan da nyame ase because the ye kra dwumade ne timi ba so ye da nyame ase. Afa ye da abato mpeso ahodo no nyina ase ye sase fi cloteklole. Wada roma sa de omode ye sase na ye nika no. Yenso ehye ye nkran ema ye to aso kom ya ye bantamafo ye damase ena enfanteman abato mpeso aso sopon fo mo so ye damase ena afa se hwi oso dwunasefo mo so ye damase ye ni so ni nyina na ye technical crew no so ye damase pa fi se enhoma ye keka bobom ni ade obete hello timenka hello dina ha fa ha he say sa kakran mpadu ene ne team camera fo obia makeup obi ode ne ho shemu bia ye domase ye da adwuma mpanifo so asefi se etirimupo ne ba ye na omampene so a anka ye ntumi nkọ omanfo so mpeso aso nyankopon de yekọ ba ye nso ye de nyame ase enti ye ka ne nyina abom ka se de nyame aye no ye da na se
ayifo ase your driver VIP aha enti VIP empanimfo nyankopon hyiram se mutuma hyen ba ko ne mo droba ne mo conductor so amfa ye enko ya probo no nyame hyiram enti de ye ka nyina ne se mesro so wo ba bia na wutu kwan na hu VIP wo hode a enu hu abronsan wo hu nkofofofo ofro VIP a odu be free baby a wo free no na odu akwa akoduru baby a wo duru no fi so omo wa abotreye papa enti ye do mo ase VIP orada kabrane na adwuma ye fo mpanifo ye da mo ase sadata wo de ne ma ye woni alaji nyame adomom de yakọ asade ye aba sadat ne alaji ahobrase a wo mo wo no ebro adwene ene ntiase so nti VIP fo nyankopon enhira mo sa wo pehyen e de atukwan de a se bia wo kọ trip binom ne ade na wo frɛ VIP fo a wo mo enu hwamo wo mo e de wo be hyase na afi wasade wo awie sadat number ne ye GR 8855-09 GR8855-09 Sadat on the Trisa VIP no hunu no baby a yachia no na da na sema yes we say na da roma e no de yenko ya ode yen so e bae
okay so ye de kwakwa no okateche bu man kama se fi so ma yene ono mpanyufo nyina na madaro ma ye de masipi se mo so mo je e fa so okateche anawa oba okoji abo prempe onse da se akwadi aso anafe coffee diesel country mining company mu nyina edamase okwanso kuso but nsema hodo atojo do bekatan de ebere man ho kwan ansa ne akofra mantem ana ye kwa achi mantem
ebekofra mantem
okay so quick one de ebere man ho kwan diamond chase man
me de Ghanaian Times obokrata na chase no pesoafo a wo hwa ne bo ho nsem so ononyamfo kwaje oponkroma na edahe no say government want to suspend COVID-19 testing at airport enti ebinu mo kekasa sa test no ne bo kura den dodo enti aban enyi free ho ne no na aban bo amane se da bi ehu hia se wo beyonti wantumi enyi free ho na wotwe awie yeso yete se opani bi a wo ye adwuma bi wo okay mejiri se wate dada na nipa bi kokun no to hotel bi wo che se wachi emu nipa mienu no so wogu enhwehwemu eso
eno adom kase yesi ewo kaneshi ha Takoradi station Potem hotel bi ewo ho na papa no so sa ye hotel unima I see asemo na abrantie pa
there be a
hotel from there no
abrantie pa won shada nyini dia
on accountant
asempa
enti yese ne car ne so e basa na omo hia nkrofo bi wo kaso akwam ena omo hu ne car obi a wawuda hotel ho no
na ne car number bi
enti enipa mienu ena omo ache wo mo amoboa emu enhwehwemu eno ho asem eno no ti electoral commission enso bo amane yese wo mo ananu ya wo ma wakwanya ma wo kyero wondin wo mo adin kyero no edu so na woni ha no wa ma wo kwa kyero wondin na wo sama safo ne nso dako na wo mo de akwa akɔhwɛ sɛ wondin na wo kyero no bibia deda na kwan mu a eno ho asem ewo ahanom say na enen so SHS JHS reopen today. Second year students back to school after 7 months. Okay, ye mo makwa ba de ba school no.
Obi ani hwehwe no so. Ene fit. Ene fit. Junior high school 2 and senior high school 2. One more economic academic year. Aha. Eti chronicle the bokrata no so enie. Mampani dia na mede ehwase mfoni a wohunu ye ochehene se wo ma no ayi high five so won se corona nti o man bebre o say assess me based on my records mampani ene de to dwande wa ye no ena momfa emu no atan na munyine no sonso ento aba no emfama no ehu asam chronicle the bokrata no de aba NDC Franka Tuni kane mampani John Dramani Mahama so promise se producer prize Emma Cashew eye atia ananum akuafo oba a obehwe se wobema no akokɔ eyie ho asem eno no economy wo Ghana ha no se de yesi agina ne nanso papa wo hwe se de okoro ne ba ye ne de ekonom ne ade amama bi hwiribo no na se Ghana de nyame adom na to ye so ama ekwanimo a Bank of Ghana governor nankasa ene de sansemi so abetudwa pokromfo nso ani age ye papa fi se ne womo anya fie foforo ya emu ensem fie bia no wo kan wo page 8 a ensem ni nyina nso ewo hobi
menjo so okay me the Ghanaian Observer to aso no pay Otehene ene omampani adodankwa Akufo-Addo na edom bi so kan won ho e wa hanom say nanim ha no or say if your child is a beneficiary of free SHS vote well on December 27. Hey, Mr. On December 7th. Otehene charges Ghanaians nti eno ho asem ene wa hanom no na mampani abedi a so Dr. Mahmoud Baumia say if you want ideas to develop Ghana, go with NPP. Where are the Ghanaian observers so dear no.
The new crusading Ghana DNA BGO dear one more cancer Ghana economy no was no was just say baby a day out dream say when be a very cover you see come back anymore no. Ubedu okwana say yes san ho kra dada e ho asem da obakrata na so dia ba McDonald entrepreneurship challenge yes you take it off for crampo edada ono so dia wo ye e de aboano no 10% of Ghana's GDP lost through road accident. Transport Minister Ura Mwakwanta and also a day to a journal. Afe Eastern region so yes one more enya one more share of solid waste plants and all and wasam the Wakrata no so a day aba a wenimo ha would you be and then some ahudwa audit service board also are responding to Oradom level then some one also they are to the new crusading guide of Wakrata no the dia one so they a bane anopay and no.
O my asem bi o page 6 na what you ye metete na masen hu no page 6 wo the Ghanaian Observer the Bokratan kan mampani Jerry John Rollins say said the efi wo eposo ene mpoa no wo memu no sa ban we ya anhwe no anya bibia afa ho no ankasa be ye yetere obekọ parliament akokasa atia ho
so be kura placards
ade a chinti me bese make kan ama bibi na no da pram pram efuna no ho na ide me say ade a chin
tu pesa obekasa
pesa mekasa
okay reserve no na wan kan so ase ehu ade
na no da puna no
empona no de obia o kan obia nim de ekoba ka de ohu no pram ba me
obi twa me to na nwura
de ya bia empona no ba bi de no ebi didi bi achi ebi di omo
ebi
didi bi achi o man ebi didi bi achi
na me say pram
the best I record only your news about it because why I say an opinion to person obeka
but yanka ma ye no mo so antoa yanka ma ye no mo antoa ye dia ne aye di hu a da bi ese to de bi e ma ye nsefem
ne ho dwiri ye
sa enti pamu ka wo mo ana ekotompo na no mo mfere o mo nsuro anya hwe kra ensuo kakraka e da ho yi amo ni hu na ote ho na sebi o ja ne nine
because from ana
ba ku wie na me call na mo say I don't know about choose of all the places. As my own must go. In fact, me person
bufu. Penimu pa.
Also, we not feeling because you find me wow.
And Crano almost to a woman. I would need ni say no whom to no soon or in some obey. Yana a you want to see it.
One over see. So should be quiet.
Body I was so my Kuma
organized.
But dear, and I don't see a papa. I want you. Why to say? Eno de ene woni yesi ye no abre
okobo de dwaso
no abre
hadia memu na bawo hadia
nso okuye senya hadia ka se wiere be ho na duane no an ye dia from ka ni mu ade kwasi wi so ene esadio de esadio didi me say hadia ayi se ayi aponche so dwan aponche ah the yes you so say still let them say the say you anadwo no wie nyina bed time what the say you a full bowl ade nyankopon hira papa mo no e sustain ye ade achi ya kura hu say anopa no ye sole ye no sa no aduane bia ni ntem ho eno ana nkofo de hwe level nyame hira mo papa nti eyi
honorable sedu eyi diamonds on the nani should bring because no abre
mani so emri me na me hu body e
diamond kasa
o ma he mani so de emri me na me hu body e se na na afia mpoma the second
oh diamond
body e na na
ayete say
body e na ma body e afia ne hu nti na odi hu adan se me hu a me hu adan
se ya mokodun so ye wo hu say car esi hu a wo mo twugum ye twugum
o ma he ti o se ukodun so ye which we say wo meti na ye be ye so e mesi yes ye wo meti na me kodun so ye no ye be du ye so e
na make say
e bia kwesi drama body nyame sira so ma ye body ye da se
ya bre enti bia na bia maso but obi anya bi ana Jackson when
David ya de no ka mo me na me hu body na me bisa body ho asem but at the end of the day honorable asiedu ya da se o ma ye body nyame hia ene na hema also ma body nyame hia ye do bia se wa wo man tosio meko je no body o nyame hia
oh my goodness
bia se
ye kwa ba ekutie kase woro
No see how bad mama me mamu nyina ache me mo akwa Badwam TV Badwam kase so na ye dwoada ensam asie no na brason sa me de bro sa Adom TV kase ensam no de obati bi eni otimantam mo pani treasure wada ho say campaign de door to door we obi afie ne koka kire won ye de mo ensam no ebebro ye be konsam foforo mo ne yahwe NDC emma be 300 once we free NDC akodo ho akodom MPP e constituency bay eno so ye de mo ensam ebeba ye be ko twifo bosan ho nananom ne omanfo sese wo mo kwan ene ne eba bi aka kire wo kro no mo mpanifo anya ama won de a abato no oni won free we ni nsem bi na no pay me de bro sa Adom TV Badwam kase bidi afia amankwa tamaklo ko Facebook/Adom TV like comment na fe wa share yenya brani yentie se den sam no nchemo ankasa etie MPP amanyoko no mantama ewo oti womo treasure wo ho owura Joseph Yao Dente Buka ene ne wo kasai na asamo wodi to dwanyina ene se campaign se sei aba anibere so entintina ho ntwen se obi ebetwam no aka kire no nanti koni fie ni dan ni osomasi die ni no wakoho na no makodi nkomo a kire ne mapa MPP aban ya tisu yi eye no mo nhwe so entoma won Adom TV kase ne no etwaso akabe bosumi bienu no my Ghana yakọ akoto abayi mampani na femra shebedwafo na na amane bo free achiase abato mpesua so wapoe mantem mochemu a NDC mabe 300 de onso wa free mu e de wo ho abedom MPP ene sei oso won kasa mo won kasa nwa achiase ho nko akura no de MPP aye no e de pefe se adwuma na no won mo eye no promises ahodo no 2016 won mo eka ye ne fa no a won mo disunti we no won ha won ho kura nyina NDC nim obeba abedom MPP a yamane boni kwasi azo ne won ekasai
aba a me sandwich na mi hu say kama akufado asise na yi no free no na mu bi ase enye aye ase enye na mu ba ya ma yesu na ya aye ye ana ma ya du say so ba ko pa se to na o ja ba ko free.
Sorry. Or not that for any. Now MPP, they are from what if you say something man, or get come on ask them. Besides, guy
Gentwa so na yenko ensam foforo emu na wo bowra eye ensam foforo mu dia nananom ne omanfo wo bonsa ho eye nanana mu nana pia kubi ene ne manfo nyina ka won ho abom sa afia bato sa wo mo kwa wo ma anye wapomde mu ensam panifo amehwe wonsuku hu ensam panifo anye dia ene December 7th abato no mu obi ani ne ho achinye so wo ba ho abe ene ya bebonto na nkampesa abato du ho a wabeto nanansam Adom TV edeba
akamre kakra bi na abato ebre eduso amanyukuo ahodoɔ ɛna afei aban amanyukuo ankasa ɛkɔ abrono ɛbɔntoa sɛ de bɛyɛ a ɔman Ghana ɛbɛto wɔn nsɛmpa na wato aba ɛde ama wɔn nhyehyɛ no dwumadi ahodoɔ a aban ahodoɔ ɛbɛ adwa so wɔde agu ɛkwan so ama ɔmanfoɔ no ɛna wɔgyina so abɔntoa ɛma Ghanafoɔ ato ase no ato aba ama wɔn ebi yɛ akwan ebi yɛ nsuo ebi yɛ apɔmuden ebi yɛ sukuu ɛne deɛ keka ho bebree ɛkɔ twifo mu nsa ho a wɔn mo hene nana apia kubi ɛne ne manfoɔ ɛse wɔn mo ɛkwan a ɛda hɔ no sɛ mpanimfoɔ anhwɛ anya ma wɔn de a afei abatoɔ no ɛnya wɔn sɛ obeyi wɔn ho afiri mu ɔkyerɛm sɛ afei mmienu ɛne edunsia amanyɔfoɔ ɛba wɔn nan so ɛbɛsɛ wɔn bɔ bebree sɛ wɔba a ɔbɛyɛ wɔn kwan no ama wɔn nanso bɛsi nnɛ ɛnya deɛ a wate biribi anaasɛ wɔn ho sɛ kwan no mpo yɛdwi so nana pia kubi ɛne ne manfoɔ ɛnsɛm wɔkan bi ɛnie
yɛka sɛ yɛnyi kwan ma yɛ de ayɛ nto aba wɔn mo yɛ sɛ principal ɛmɛkyi no but the principal no ntimi ama so nti yɛto aba no wɔn ka sɛ bɔnsa ho akwa nyinaa da yakoma so but esi ebi saa mmerɛ ɛnɛ deɛ wonam fam kora akɔ apia suma anasɛ atakudi a ɛnɛ yɛ asɛm kɛseɛ paa ne nyinaa na mema fɔm aka no nokwasɛm ni ɛyɛ awerɛhosɛm paa sɛ nano anam meyare wɔ ha ansa na mekɔ na mehwɛ sɛ moto na mesi akyire na awerɛho mpanimfoɔ bi awu kwan so da sanse ɔda ɛpon so ɛne yɛde ne kɔ
twifo nsa ho ehima nana ya abrɛse ɛne ɛma a wɔwɔ kurom hɔ no nso ɛne adom kase edi nkɔmɔ no wɔn asɛm a wɔde to dwabie no ɛne sɛ ɛba sɛ awɔka ɔpemfoɔ bi a wɔsoa no dɛtɛdɛtɛ ɛto wɔn kɔn ho ɛde no atwa kwansi ansa na wɔnyaka ɛde no akɔ ayaresabea wɔsɛ ɛkwan no so ntɛtɛntɛtɛ ɛne ewura ɛne efi ɛna afei dɔte a ɛmene wɔn no deɛ osotɔ a na akɔyɛ biribi wɔ hɔ wɔsi deɛ wɔn awerɛhoɔ kwan no ɛne sɛ aban ayi wɔn ayipa mu aban ɛbɔ ntoa na wɔsɛ ɔmanfoɔ ɛbɔ akɛseakɛseɛ no wɔn deɛ yɛyi wɔn ato nkyɛn
ɛmprɛ pii yɛ na awɔka yɛfa yɛfu na awɔka yɛn a ansa na yɛbɛkɔ akɔdu ateeku no na nyame amba mu a na ɔba na wagye mu yɛtumi tu agyaade abobo a wode tu wodam ne yɛde wato so ansa na obedu ma sɛbi a dɔkta bɛhwɛ ɔkora no na wawu eti ne yɛsra ne sɛ yakwa no yɛyɛka nyinaa ne sɛ yakwa no adesɛde adesra ne sɛ ɔmɔmɔmɔde na ɔmontwa ɔmo ani ɛma mɛhwɛ bɔnsa ho ɛma na yasɛm ɔmɔbɔ yakwa ne titiriw mawie
akuafo a wɔwɔ twifo bonsa ho nso ne adom kase edi nkɔmɔ wɔn asɛm ne sɛ ɛkwan no asɛn nti no wɔn kookoo ɛba so wɔte na ɔhata wie no wɔbɛsoa akɔ adwaman so akɔkɔtɔn na ayɛ bibia wɔ hɔ kokoo no ɛporɔ ɛma ɛyɛ ka ɛde ma wɔn nanso ne nyinaa mu no besia ɛna wakɔ akɔbɔ wɔkyerɛ mu ɛsɛ sɛ nkaban ɛɛto wɔn asɛm no waba bɛyɛ kwan no ama wɔn deɛ a anka bɛboa ama wɔn adwadie ne ananteananteɛ ne dwumadi ahodoɔ nyinaa no atumi akɔ yie deɛ wɔka na wɔka bio ɛne sɛ afie yi sɛ mpanimfoɔ ɛnto ho anammɔn deɛ a ɛnyɛ nwanwa sɛ obeyi wɔn din afiri abatoɔ nwoma no mu wɔnto aba no ɛmma obi ɛna sɛ betafrakye waba bɛbu wɔn kwasea
Every ateku to Bonsa about 9 to 10 kilometer road no and no one some and as they say na and paying for and man Bonsa for ye can was no if ye ateku to Bonsa wu
omo hiam ntuo ana enim for ana kan ko bi wa ban mo no omo aba yen nchen omo ba omo asem no say ye nto aba ma omo na omo be boa yen no kure ne nyame enim ne mo kasa sese ya ye de gina he se ukohu ekwan a eya ye fa so ko yedwa oyire be ho
Yagusua yawo ensem no emu na kokromoti power election headquarters ene wo ha ntia shonon somaye na Methodist Youth Against Vigilantism one Greater Accra Regional Peace Council and afi National Commission for Civic Education ka won ho bomu ene wamode afutuo ena emma emebunu be 100 a won mu hyiaye ewo Reverend Thomas Clerk Memorial Methodist Chapel awon asema won kan ye nyina yetia sa abato enye ntokwa enye abatwe ananse kantwe nemom eya adwenkyere osomasi wo party ewu obi de wo kan ne nya adwene enkyere se kɔbɔ no kofie kowu bi anakɔ ye niema bi ense emfata afutuo we no ye bishop a wo enkran ha Right Reverend Samuel K Osabote enade ensemin etudwa
Methodist Bishop wada enkramanta muya no Right Reverend Samuel K Osabuti e de sansemi tudwa e wa bra Methodist asafo e won kran ha no e de won tuma ekobo Greater Accra Regional Peace Council and the National Commission for Civic Education Diano Nawoda Methodist Youth Against Vigilantism Ekuono Edi Osofwe Edi Tuja say but ayenti a wonom ada se ekuo yedi nyina ejina se wonom pese emebu na wonom ewo Methodist asafo ni mu ekwa asafo ene mantamu ahudu mu na wone emebu na wo ho no ekọ kasa se na ebeya ebra omen eboaboa ye ho ede ewura abatuo mu enimpo abatuo na chire no obia ene de wo mu ema wonom enfo ho enkwahye basabasa yomu
abatuo no anasa amonyo yesem no sebi enye ntokwa eye nchirase sese ye hu se parties bebre a launch o manifesto chese nia yetu abama o mo beye enti se uni obi nya adwen a ukasa na ese wo hwe ni yi dialogue ni chese ye ntenase na ye ntwetwe ye hu nkomo ye hu se eba bedu abatu bere sebi political parties ni bi eko boabua mranche ni mabawa no epese wo fa won so edi yakayako de obro difference violence ewo omenum enti de anim se nipa bebere su ka asumdwo anse na enimo de epese agyan se wo mo amuye sa vigilantism no ye nam ade kire ene kasa kire a be fa ye youth anase mranche ni ba wo asore mu no ma be ye akire kirefo edi ama won nuanom
Harry Ato Okain, NA Acting Regional Executive Secretary, Emma Greater Accra Regional Peace Council. Na wono so echeche asotwe a obi biara wode ne ho ehye vigilantism mu no. Vigilantism and Related Offences Act 999/2019 ahihye gu mu se yede bema saa enipa no.
Punishment no obi a oba try so be kan nkofo abomomo ayesa that is organize, operate and form who are between 10 to 15 years. Man so sanka say who use offensive weapon I know who use to that dear at the bobi ama yeah election when ama I know you between 15 to 25 years. It can about abatement. Just say obi wo ha wate ana say what tribe wa provide bibi ama youth no mo de akoye sabasa ye nso ohonso between 10 and 15 years. The say no youth no ye to omofo aka kire mo say they should say no to vigilantism.
Kasiye na no pe ya hana brama kwan na mede ni nyina sie mede afia amankwa tamaklo ye sorry na gudie mo nsam Professor Ike Wallace ede etwaso ne ewie na dwodai na jesa hosepe ebeba fisam ene pensem mu nyina kosisa no nkono bebo no enye afidie no free ha me dase.
Yentintum ewa Ghana enkomo mu na fi hwese na nyama AC ekoso medin bio de Enoch Kwasi Wolanyo Wallace agudie catch bakope the only nomenclature the professor's degree in sports the Regina Wallace ana yego so tenkonya so dia wo kense hu sempa esa kena no penso ejao Internet said the senior national soccer team Black Stars of Ghana 2 friendly games are ene kata ene mali de bepem so no players bia kopie mu deda ewo eye Turkish so I hwe nim se enchi bia no omunuanom aka na betiansa be come na fom dia sese na tiansa pem so but yakuma na say ade be kunkramu no e na mpempine eboni chiwia brem na okuma goalkeeper Richard Ofori goalkeeper ba kwa nkasa friend wona kebeda na waso boss abo control fidi ama the senior national soccer team Black Stars of Ghana na so nyama tian ku yamfama no na visa problems a onya efi mali ene kata no nya dia nyama etian ku yedema no hwemu ni chese na miadoma Razak Abalora ono ana betiansa dago na odene nkomo agya ense nyame adom na sesa akunya kese betofema ono Razak Ablora obesobo amana so Ghana foni.
The national team is for everybody, okay. Understand? And say yema akunya say ye de obetima ya you just do it for the nation. And for now keep us now we are all Ghanaians and we are there to raise the flag high. And also they know my quality and they know what I can do. Okay. Yes. So they know what I can do very well. Wow. There is nothing shaking about that. Okay.
Me ma the opportunities you see as 3 goalkeepers now. Okay, for you number 1 between Woni and Tizigi, one and Kabe number 2. Oh. Because if they know your qualities, they can attest to it. Oh, the question obviously there's only answer that. Minimum sanity boame. Oh, well, only answer. Okay, when you for you, and now for you can train na me for only kind. For me, I'm number 1. You are number 1. Yes. in the Blasters.
For me,
comparing these 3 goalkeepers, Abano.
Yes.
Razak, Abelora.
I am
number 1 in the Blasters goalkeepers, you know.
Yes.
Fantastic. Also, you're number 1 on. That's what BT Ofori. No BT Atizigi.
Number 1.
And I say in this call up I friendly see seek a kind of more opportunity now.
I'll give my everything for the nation.
Because Ofori by a man for doubting or 2 senior colleagues, but one senior opportunity now he calls himself the number 1 and 2 senior opportunity now. That is Ofori by Sheto or be a number 3 and a number 2. Now what for post?
I'll prove myself.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Razak Abelora ono ana o tu ne ho se ono number 1 na lucky ne se visa problems nti goalkeeper si ne ntian kopiem ke be se ono be number 1 e de amasa akeze kese no so betua sa to dwene ma but I also me san touch bi one se John Entry ono so kopiem Egypt dia Pyramids Lucy akan de mom ye kan Ghana players ne wiase afane ya African players akopiem Egypt amakobobo a wona hye goals drop a 103 goals ana brand na hye afi no wa convince ko chiki akono so obetin agina mesisi Blasters akensi but nei enya de a ono so nkra ne chese ebia obetin abeka Blasters fonsa e Turkey eno Promotional lumo ono so me ne okasai wanhwa no so ankopiem e Blasters of Ghana camp we ne nkoma ene nam from efi Turkey eba eno so medi ejao but Macron boss amafo beka Ghana Football Association for paying for ne kofa sa Macron boss ye bai e ho santrame je Ghana share so isan se deal no amafo anhye da hu so ye me ne okasai de paying for chese boss no etian sabedu a nyame adoma upcoming season no Macron boss enye na e wo Ghana gopema so
boso miensani na Macron dwumako ndi omisa be share contract asese season foforo e be hyase yi ombe boa na me de boss ahodo aba ma GFE ina fe bobo kwa ahodo yi ate ho mfaso ne ya make say dwumako yi de eso ayoyo a ensema modigu nkrata aso no omadi super pepe e de boss ahodo yi abeda GFE na owura ne tian de kete okraku ono kodi animu a sa boss a omode ba yi wokoje ye ya omohwe ni mu so mbeche de amabo kwa ahodo yi na season ni hyase a no mdi bia siesi omo ho ansa na de bia to agoprama so esi akan.
Ghana Football Association, we are very excited to receive you here today.
Thank you.
I think that few weeks ago we made public your intention to support football in this country, and just some few weeks down the line you have made a clear statement about your commitment at respecting the contract of engagement between the Football Association and your good self. We are extremely happy because, like we said at the launch, football is all about balls. And once we have the opportunity to play football, obviously, or we have an opportunity of having a lot of balls, football will be the ultimate winner. We are grateful.
Thank you.
We will work together at developing this relationship.
Thank you.
And we believe that our clubs in the Premier League, in the Division 1 League, and for those clubs who will be competing in the MT and the FA Cup, will be excited at this nice, sexy balls.
Yes.
and hopefully we will see quality play. Yes. Throughout all the game centers and the league centers. We are grateful again, and we're looking forward to receiving more balls and more bips, because football is all about balls.
Enti na se Macron boss no na bedu Ghana Football Association President Kurt Edwin Simon Okraku ana tene kan se wode ho santram kakra ja Ghana for hwemudia na se 1,600,000 Ghana cedis ana omo edenya sa sponsorship deal. Enti fi sa break call the Ghanaian players, they are going to eat, sleep, dance with the ball and do everything with the ball so that they get used to the behavior of the leader. Nyame adom e be kombi na fia hwese na nema besia ko. But the men santin tom el club issues mu dia kuma se krobia asante kotoko. Omo so egusu ya nsisi no e de aba. Omo aye covid test no de ama players ne management members ne obi ama bibia ekọ kama e de ama club yi. Na nyame piem ne se kotoko kuma se na omo but omo bɔ ne de che abi piemu e okufodia ne bi okumase de but omo mpe kufodia kumase no omo ba Eastern Region kufodia esan se nyame adoma Ghana Premier League ne be hyase a omo ebebo Accra Sports Stadium eno nso ho enkomonie
na wotwetwe mu yi na bɔbɔkɔ ehia ahoboase wadakoja ache a eno wo kumase maso okrenu ne mrante na keka omo ho efiti bra dokitafo kɔhwɛ wo mogyam ese yade ekodiewo corona yi ebi nchi wo bi a na ne ya meka sɛ boboku na bu na katem ne ne akyere koforudua na wɔtwe miensa ntamu no ɔmɛto ahosese no so ɛwɔ prayer mantem ne sanse nya Ghana ya lege ne nko na Asante Kotoko wo besi akan wo mu nti na hu behia sa ahosese mapa no ɔmbɛhyɛ mu kena ɛsɛ mo de wo mani kyerɛ CAF Champions League ina fi Ghana ya FA Cup no mo de mani kyerɛ ase bia ɔmo si akan ano ɔdene na chitafo no bibia ɔdɔbɔ bokuo yi na ne agye ho ne santi ina ɔmo hwɛ ne mu sɛ koforudua ya ɔmo de ɔmo ni akyerɛ no ahosese no bɛkɔye na sakanse bia ba ɔmo akwan mu a ɔmo di nkunim ina Asante Kotoko bobokuo yi afa no ntuma pafra.
Nti Kotoko ana akopiem Kofodia no nti Kofodia beto mu nsukwa srodafo konokoji omina old estate ni new estate na adweso estate omina kwakota akire na Kotoko training oye Kofodia no eno so etimi edimu but nemedi tu mesrebo kra no eye COVID-19 test has a full day obu nu ebi se sapele odum wawale mpampro de aguna suma onte se odogo bi enu abe COVID-19 test no but still training no eguso ekoso edema has a full place no anything ka team no
efiti bro mo sha hosisi ase ewo nkrampopu ni mantem ha no agitafo dodo na na ebo mo kire a mo kire se yade kodua wo corona yi empenifo hye boboku ahodo so mo kohwe place emoja mu ansa na o ma sha hosisi ase no ha so folk o mo ntri se wodogo bi nu abe o mo mfa sa nhehye nya adwuma dodo na asusu se wanhwe a se player bi kote yade kodua wo yi bia na o de akosa ni nuanom na so empenifo e wa ha so folk fu aso ye kire se ebra sem no Oma player bia kwa hwere mogya mu nese yade nchi obi bia oma to ahosesie ne so ne santi eneda yi oma de oma ni kire kuntu ase a eno wo nkrampopu ni mantem ha na ahosesie oma hye ase no asan to aso owura ne tin de aduadodum efitibira ye pa ono no onya atrene a ono be na be de akire eno nam so na house folk mpanifo a kire se enumonimu ya nipa oma pa ono so ono be boa aduadodum no oma be pa ne ho ntoma na obeka boboko no ho a ode nim dia boa ena house folk koyi akonanim.
Nti Yazo folk Edward ni odum head coach no say one head does not go into council tikro enkwagina tinyame adoma mpemfo hwanim se mbema na assistant coach obeboa ma season so niama akoyi ede amom we su ne mede masori dan wago kensem no betimi asi boafo heba madama omo de boafo cream na abastra bi betia boa setuntum anase kokko we de ne betia to so kama boafo ointment wa poso sisi udwonku ade bia ati bia na se yawde bia wuti bia no osaka boafo ointment no so betia boa na afi boafo co-bitters so boys no do na koko intimi tra konya so fu wo so de ne to fa na tra so so hafo a eton konya na omo edi eco office munyai to boafo co-bitters efama boys na koko paise to a betia san tra konya no so mankonya no etimi edi nchina che office so obetia frɛ boafo heba 0244 726 367 na one boafo heba yenhwetwe nkomo yemwa ema sanka yenku ani enopai bi Sanso na Jeffers Health Limited at the Jeffers antibacterial mixture for the treatment and cure of gonorrhea, syphilis, candidiasis. Yadi bia titi ubia osaka Jeffers ebitia boa emra kweseda no pa kohwa so dem manfo dance edifa Jeffers no nika omsi only Jeffers can save bomodin da so sabetimi atobi na boa emaniama akwedi amount 1x bet ana bedi one dance the amount. I've always told you that betting is better than sakawa nika o betting no say utwa de before ana odini before nti wo ska ukobi on passe o japade bi tsa asase na se ka obetua akoton na dina be guso sanse wo twane befu na wodi ne befu birthday diwa betia fo adwene mu krantim sew entu ne jemiemli fa adwene kakra ton we sanse birthday diwa bruta modern ada se wo twa birthday a enye 1s bet madam manura o mo twa aye Tottenham Hotspur akensie no utimi sampa o mo di bet bruta ema niama ekoyi edi amom ti modern ada se o so di ho bagim na aboa ema niama etian kwede
enti eno so ye we ye de esi e kire ho a wanfa wani ehu ampedu adaroma o ma de wani ehu enti ye da se na anope me bo amane ese Dominion herbal powder no na ebeboa ye koyi nanka Dominion fom ma ye bi ne ekopensuohie de gugu mu anke ane da ma ampedu anye ye say what you say because na na ye ba ye nonum Dominion ye hu de aye e de ama ye anyame adom ye nya hoden esa de abetena ha enti me kamfo Dominion herbal powder ma o se woni efie ni nyina mo ntwen na mo ba bi nya mo ye ansa na makopedro Dominion herbal powder no eya treketo no wo sabako a wo de aye tea no adoso an na bia sase water no baako anase efa eno na beboa enti be bia wo man Ghana mo so de Dominion herbal powder wo benya bia to frɛ number C 0543 158 195 0543 158 195 and 0204 296 449 0204 296 449 eno ne de beboa wo fi a wo de bia fa bi na watumi enya apomuden Franco Trading Enterprise amemo wa mane se abato obeba so yi wo betie wo behwa eye phone papa so ene TV papa so enti wakwakofa TV papa e de aba na uni adaje a wo hia phone pa ne TV papa yi bomode ne frɛ wo kyese momo no woye bi delivery no so woye bi enti wo de uni adaje ha ho se wo kɔ wo mo adwasuo na wa adabraka no ne ehia na se wo befrɛ won ewo eye number si so 0302 225 651 and 0546 133 188 Franco Trading Enterprise phone papa efie na ye fancy ha wo na ye mra ye nkomo twetwe ne so anope ye nkomo ayedie ne se 31st night obi a wasema odeto nyame anim 1st January rade boame aya na March oramfia ya na wo yaduru ho ana wo hye bibia se adekon no abo ho mpa na se na etisi June pe na afi wani aba ho so afi ni mu achewo eti mi bu kompo a ne mpa ya mkobo no 31st no kosen se kosen utimi to aso fi sa abrabo aye boyi enkwa ene ahoden na ehia na anu ye 2020 afi ya yewura mu yi me gidi sa asama ye kan obi adanse nanso bia de na nka wo pese wo ye no COVID-19 ama wo ho akwanya ebi kura ye kasa wadwuma kura na ahwerew enso 31st night 2019 wo mpa ye se rade wo ma madwuma afi we meye se mes adwuma nso kura na abowi enti ye ne den eno na ye bisa ye ho se COVID ne de obi antumi nya ho hwe enti eye de anya enya aba onko saa enso emu ye echen bre ma ne hom ne so no akabosumi no mienu na afi yakọ na wieye saa bosumi mienu ya wo kwan na wo ho odin empire abo no 31st night 2019 no aye late ana yenkomo aye di na no pani ebrepem no so ebemu akwanya na wafre wo a tebia binti wani so ade hu na mem na wosusu se akachi ana se emfa ho ne COVID oguso a ebobra no ye ne sofodan na edi sankombo sofodan pa cho emu achi
ya me de
ye da senso no wadaje
that's so
efiefo ho ye
adom bia ho ye
adom ampa adom de ya adom adom de ya adom
adom de humobro
nyame adom ne ne humobro ye de nyame ase na ye nkomodi anopa nie enti January ade besi October na ye 5th October de me pe se meye a se COVID o se ya abrabo mu adane o se ya abrabo na yi mi aboho mpacho akabosom you know aye late wo ho
oh enye late echia ahwefo
jo
enye late on say December no say 31st me nem bedi nkomo kakra bi sa similar se na be ya nipa obesiesi ho ama afefofro na obinka bi nhim na COVID by enti COVID ni ya nhwe kwanse beba mpofiri mu na aba onipa bi aso betumi atumpon wa abrabo mu a de esie no so wa mo ani anko ho ansiesie a wan hwe ebesa mo ahwe asebio what happened in your past if you don't deal with it you don't live in your past won try with dadanum
okay
nemum de atwam no ewo se e guide o
ento ko nyina na wo hwe
se na be ya won sanye samfum so no bio
okay
anti onipa bia no internet ya history ewo hia no ta history ewo hia ntia obehwe a nipa in economics and I say in nation building politics historians they be able to play a very good role because and I know something we see
okay
and so as we na asha see no ye hwe ne ye na nko we see now nti COVID by then they see also nipa bia na see nti na say ne manumbu asa o hye so one don't cast blames
enfa so bo mo obi
ade ama nipa ntumpo no say bibia si na o cast blame and when I say na COVID na ye say na mama ntima adwuma nye ye and I say am ya pam adwuma wo be kasa wo nko anim da great people don't cast blames but they take responsibilities
na ebra enam obi so na bibia me pese me kura mu na afira to no be de na me mo ne so bo
the moment ababo bi so bo pen e say opisa say wo de na wo ye contributing mas adness
okay
problem bia yes problem bia solve you dey no film ni aka na be so ekete but don't say ye pentem say e way na mama anya yi
ya prato obi so
obi ate say be ara in life o go na dim da be ate no betra don't cast blames, take responsibility. Men find show be cover the buy, you know. Obia, we all say yes, but the moment I cast blame and I never made you did not plan for your job.
Sir,
I'm telling you.
Yeah, find a set me so. Na me to me full plane ko. Me dey nka mato me ticket. E dey sasa me ko bibia me waye bia me jai.
Good.
Me to me nkonkofa. And no me to me fa blame no and more COVID say COVID na mama nkodwa. Enti me sika na da ho na de bia me di na me nkodwa na e bi meka ho no. Me to me fa so born more COVID.
Three things happened. O say abon 30 aso na kwan. This year nyansa.
Okay.
Nsuo to a oboabo na aduane de gu edisie. Se na e be ya nsutobre no. Obenya aduane adi. Nti nsutobre 6 months a abon 30 a opebrem no oboabo no de sie. Obi bia wo ye adwuma bia no. What is your savings? Ma catch us on nipa bia wo ye adwuma bia no. E 60-20-20 principles.
60-20-20. No akabom na 100.
Yes.
But you for 2020 ni first, ni enko 60 ni so.
20 make an investment, 20 for savings.
Investment no ne de wen na e na savings no ne de wen.
Investment is a scale bia wo de to na abo ma odachi.
Okay. Ah, won fa won sanka.
Won fa won sanka.
Ose sa sika we de ejina ho madachi.
Exactly.
Bia ni ho ebesia me de me nsa be kwa.
Oh, ebu wa ene Ghana nsam na my investment policies are a problem. Na nka yesa wo de unim hwe for quarter treasury bill. Aban de oka.
Nti odwuma ye ne esa odwen no.
Hwe no.
Sa sika ne ye sika ye mfa ye nsanka. Wo se dachi nti. Nti eno ye 20 no ba ko.
Yes.
The other 20 ne ye savings.
Savings asem to me, metimi de mensa. I can fall on it. 60 no fa bi ba for no fa bi hwe ho.
Asem no so. So
tetrete. Obia to obia de
se ba for ye.
Na fa bi hwe
ho. Boa obi wo bra wo hia omo a.
Yes, and when Yankopon so from there. Yeah, na fa bi boa ho.
Asem na ka me ko.
Won say the bia Yankopon person ye sika nso ye di. Ya mouth anso di so da. But you cut your coat according to your cloth. Your size.
Oh, for 1 yard. And the ampeduction no esi ne hey ene hey enya 1 yard. It is a upebia and castle micro 1 yard papa tela pan bi mame.
Esi apacho kopoma de a o 3 years 3 years ado koma tele ni na o personally take aba.
It depended.
Now sleep the sleep take ata 3 years 2.5 years man. We just take aba. Because unto man na better atade obenya. If you cut your coat according to your cloth. O hwe unto man no. And obesha atade kura be dey. So person who 5 years and 6 years and pam no flare.
Ne frama fam.
Piungu from because
ya da wo no.
Exactly.
It say wo hwe wa abrabo no. Say de etima wo ne ba bia pese wo kọ. Ene enema bia wo be ye wa abrabo.
Entiase anoma bia hwe no ho no nwini bu. Asere wa onim se sitie. Do nwini bu hwe no ho no nwini bu.
Okay.
Apetu preso won se no sitie na achim so obia hwe no ho no nwini bu. Etime ankonwini okode ebu wabra onu so ya aserewa.
Wow. Umfanya hwe. Space dem dodo.
No, you don't do that. Ese ni pefi ase say a minute say see an cover na by a change lesson. Badwam change lesson. They say abrabo betimi adane. Na dania what do you do? Eti first don't blame people, take responsibility. And no ba boa mo otimi e move ahead. Number 2, unmask your promises. Chese me de bo hye bia ma hye na katamanim nti ase me nu hu nti no e personal me ma hye mo bo se me ya de ade na sesa ti bia na sesa
so ye bibi nso
so ye bibi nti so wo no da bia se me trachi ade with them se bo hye with them ntimi no.
Okay.
Finance minister dey no ka kire o see and growth rate ni ntimi nko ye beba 0 point something
akoba ne saa.
That is it.
Se ye ti ase saa.
Ase wotimi ti ase si gina ye. Wa anya ne saa na we say ye ma hwe ankofo beka say dia wontimi make progress da.
Pacho ka ho ne bi de ankrofo beka.
De ankrofo beka.
Ma hwe yi ankrofo beka say eno so ha nipa o.
Yes, so le didn't tell so la hwe ne feel sa. O say me yes ha de man ankrofo nti. Ne ankrofo beka nti. You don't live for people. You live by your principles and you live for yourself.
But the being so the fact say you live by your principles no nipa ya na etwa ye ho ahia no so. The being say utwi wani enso wo sa nipa no ho ye say And for me home after all me my brabo aya na no so etumi ha
dwen. E wo na ne omo contribute emeboa wo nipa kwa wo ye no. Na enye se be you free. Hwe in life, me say my life. I don't run somebody's race.
Into obi mrika.
Into obi mrika.
Into wa mrika. Because una anim apom den.
Into obi mrika.
Nti so me tie.
Etu wo kwa marathon na me hwan godu ati godu. Me nye. Wo do betimi. Me so me de betimi working.
Okay.
Life the money pe bia timi to mpon ne say men show be into obi mrika. To one kasa mrika.
Okay.
Go at your pace.
Jo.
Achichide wo yi onimso betu ne namon kakran na so se na tie biara botaya no obedru ho.
Bedru.
Na so adanku fi sabe de be huri ne mra so abra no akakwam na achichide abesan no.
Okay.
Achichide ya aboa bia da bia ne wi adesua kese de man. Oto ne bo ase ye na de nti otumi tsanse emfio oha.
Oto ne bo ase ye na de odini lem.
Yes, nti otumi tsanse.
Sa no odini lem. Nti odini oha. Adanku so hiri sa petre.
Onimu aso obobi kwa chene kwaku no.
Okay, ebi ana afa na wo hwe afisem wo Adom TV so Badwam dwumadie so a enkomo ayedie ne se anano ansa na yebesi 2020 afi mu no na wo botaye na nipa dodo na aka se covid nti se ye covid nti se ye wankasa wabrabo nti de ye bisa ye ho ne se bosumi mienu a akai ene ma aka achi agensam sa anase ebetumi so aye bibi foforo ama niema asensin dadem anasa akon kan kura chen kane dada de no ene sofodan ena edi nkomo eti sofodan obi a nanka ono so obibi a oye se ye adwuma obi adwuma na oye se ye ono ankasa na adwuma biti se wo mo run hotels wo mo na ye choba anom ne ade ene ma adane bia se wonye sa adwuma ne bio otena sia won hu ne wonye ne ho osusu se asa sadipa no yemfa ne se wanye 2020 system ni bi yemfa ne se wanye 2020 system no se wabegina zero mpacha onye den
yo enema beboa o ma onipa bia wetumi tumpon enum 1 desperation we are desperate beboa popo
yeah desperate na wo hu hwe na wo
desperation manager positive
okay
won say o pese onya anka mu nsuo ne ede na ise wo mia no meboa you need to squeeze it into abrabo no see squeeze wa you bring the best out of you
okay
we say be who the best out of what do you know have to do I'll apply pressure me mo be atetew
okay
tipa ko no tetew a me hu no temperament me hu how me hu bibia enti onipa bia no ne ba ye I say bleach aboyen desperation say e boy me etimi eye bribi now so oyobi a we choba we hotel anasa sa ne na affecting ya onipa bia de bia we ye people centered a winiska we are software we are sorry kwa na focus on the people nipa ntu ko mo nyira mo ho anamboa enti nipa na me de aduane ne mo no wo mo ho do you have a data of your customers no
there be oba na antemambie antemito no
you don't know where your customers are enti onipa bia me catch on say we obi a your but modern a me pacho me fun obi your friend me from Adom Bia, I have that number here.
Wow.
Yes.
Data.
I have to keep the data. This I may say what they announce me more especially be sending me text to be I have your number here.
Okay.
How do I interact with them?
Okay.
Iti sa kwenya ni na hamba ma wo. Customers never you don't take it unu baby omo address. Into the answer we hear Juma because what you so head on baba.
They be on baba.
It wouldn't nim no mu here. Me pacho ko conferences bia na ya na most near your mom sheet say filemai what do they do they want information be so that they can become better yes adian
okay
what I'm trying to say is say when a free break on build obia for kwan business obedidi for the imra da bi enye sa go to STC what do they do and some better ticket they show the amebo yeah I didn't they will keep a data BBC a omo obi o metimi afre no
okay
now Sophia so no you adwuma sana nipa baby o mobia oh sister me to nka chiu ye covered into entu medido ha ye na kwa me na betimi asomo esese akwa de de onim na adwuma na ye yetumi ye aduane a betimi di na wotwe de ama
okay
aduane be na ope o da for list mame o da opa for list mame two things maybe to make me do adwane na ade abrew number 2 aduano pese me yema metima ye ni na ade abrew na weekend se na bia wadwuma nti
okay
no maye nti I shift
nti wa ma ho eso de aduane kro na asom no
exactly
asa je wusika kro no a
go nti uya ne sa na de bia no oni oben nipa no ade American say ya de bia betimi ben nipa no
okay
de obeye bia betimi ben nipa no bia fa phone friend send message and I say ade bia betimi mo ben nipa because nipa ho adwuma na wo ye nti sika na benya no benya free nipa ho nti kwa ben na metimi afa so eda ben nipa ede na mo ye Super Fridays me what are you doing
ya ben wom ya call mo nche de bia wo mo hwe TV so afede ya ba mo ho
that is it
munie na menie
hey diamond ni oni me diamond twa picture
we de wa mama kai ma me yi o se friend duku e wo yi sehwe ewi osojuna se o se woni am na de mani ahuwi
that's it but all ben de bia sa picture no make people hwe oba me twa picture
okay
it de bia o ya indebted so be hwa adom
okay
you get closer to the people it a business so a educational a church sa situation about ben nipa no o ben nipa na you are in their heart and I feel so you are in their space it men kasa covered in tea and I mean to be near you and hotel and conform there are so many you can do there are so many be I'm saying desperation good
okay
number 2 inspiration what to someone be inspired and then I'm not calculus once and that blows my mind when I get to that I'll be able to talk
okay
my baby show crying a bit my new mina yeah no srekwa na no ndre because there's a papa picture no was srekwa ala hoya
yes I'm doing this ejuma no to
I'm doing no srekwa
one na my aduane di ye mi wie ye no se twitwa
what I'm trying to say is enwum betimi a show crying enwum betimi a pagea enwum ma bibi a be show crying
eno na esese wani hu
yes
eno na esese wadwen so dwen hu
onipa bia no what you focus expands
okay
what you take your eyes off shrinks ade bia me de mani siso bia no kese
okay
na ade bia me yimani firi so bia ana na moa ti mani me de mani si madwuma so se de na metima ye madwuma tumpon a madwuma no ekwan foforo be bia ma
okay na mo atre
aha ne mo me de mani hwa covered any nose mask any idea me de bia na ka me se kan ka se me tu kwan pa na san kam go pa de bia be kasa asem no otefa go be kasa o ndimi hwe but who no say cover the crowd be kwa de na metimi aye then who say ensu ato ewie ese me pie na me kodua
okay
enti who no say desperation betimi abo who no say inspiration betimi abo who say crisis bia mo no there is something ebebo crisis enti men to crisis on say crisis be see bia you free comfort zone e ka say comfort zone matra ha de metie nie who do opposite see manemra say boso miense nyeska ntwamoka it will take you out of your comfort zone
sure obetu
yes management that transfer betu e ho for say as see everybi
enya sa
ti tie na nkasa be sa it crisis ankasa de ye say it takes you out of your comfort zone
okay
it will person tumpon bia na crisis is good number 4 jidie ani anidaso eye
jidie ni anidaso
focus on hope and faith wọ́n say ye won niam bi wo a eye internal energy bi ahode bi a woni da so sese na tie biara medin koni
okay
hwe South Africa enya challenge and a problem because of apartheid eye near course on Nelson Mandela ye chine say no to prison ye sentence na say mfa no 27 years imprisonment opi abontum na do ye opeja nsa no ye ni say Sada nsa no ye ni esevu South Africa
no
so ko nsa no say ya nka aw ma wi ya ba ye mabragu but oye nsa say
enidaso
no ka say enidaso the struggle still continues and they started singing the song and the matabo Mbeki ni Joshua on sankofo ni nyina be so no ye betuma bibi and the producer Jacob Zuma mo
enti de ono akoda fiase kora ko hu na ma ne hu no ba ye no wanye sei na yen ya na ye ti fie ne ye ma ne ye yerenom ye dididi ne ye peda ba bi ye pe okay
nti de be de esie no anya se sa na ye pe no
na so aba
memom aba
na aba no
ye ma enidaso eni gidie enhye nkran se 2 months kra kan e de na metumi adwo ma ne de mfa so de abreme
okay enti sofo dan say ensuo na to awie ese se ufi dem wo na kodua ensuo ne to no na wo hyedem
wo hyedem a four corners wo say wiase ne honete
okay
na wo pia wo say sa wiase ne sa so
yo etipie ne kodua na kodua nyankopon a o ma no ba efefe no ebeye moho ho na tom trimpa nyame hia
so
yeah that's it enti ebema wakwanya wo ho na wafre bia na covid ba ye kura na wo de wadwuma asore possible because COVID-19 na ni sanitizer ho asem ni enim nose mask ho asem bia wo kura covid ba ye na wadwuma asore bi nso a covid ba ye na wo nso wabofom bi nso a covid na waye ho ne ho enti bosumi mienu akai wa agye won sam no obetumi aye bibi anase wontumi enye bibi frey 0302 211 0302211701 0302211702 and 0302211703 na ene yen eni enkomo enti sofo dan yen bia na me hwa Adom TV enkomo ya ye dia kamekoma na mada na masori atena se se enkechi se metumi aye sei me wo customer bia onya aba peminim se anya hwe kura on de wata na kokonte 2 cd poku 2 cd waje ni nkruma minim ne de bia obeto enso minim ni data enti efi na ekoi mesua se obeduru ha minim se on de beans no de yen obeje gari de ne ama na den eno de minim fa ne ho but minim se ekwan ya mefa so amehwehwe no bia enne mesua nanso mesa ye ne den na bosumi mienu yi masa mame homere so Mr. Yemfa wenwie na yi anoma yen hello
sir.
Good morning
My sister.
Na pomo
Erade adaroma okurokura yemu na wonso
Erade adom yeso kura yemu sa mpacho ene ye nche
yo menu aba mesmeda wase ene anopai mu kura ntasemu a top dan enso ede maye hello
mpacho yeti opa
yo meso anopai mede ene sofo ne kura ntasemu anopai wode maye ene yemi aba wo Adom TV live.
Yeah, that's it.
Na the atoma kuma so pa ne se ewia se bibia ne ho akachi e wo abom. Na me anso da bia anso me so me wo me proverb bia me so me motivate me ho say a person who says I'll try is always at the top of the mountain. And also charity begins at home. In ewia se bibia obey wa gi se obey bia no encourage. Na covid dem meaning say challenges be brave ye nyina ya face bi. Sisi na ban so gusu no so eye ne famo de na won so we ye Ghana ni so ade na won so wo ye ade aboa won so no abusua se de mpuntuo enso be de ebeko de make nyina na se obi biala ma na ba mu na nyina no yen se ho de bosu mienu akai na obi ala nkasa emma na ho so na dwuma obi a ye bia so ommo na ho moden se de won na abusua so ebetima ye success na ye be enkoto aban so de biala da nemo.
Yeah, that's it. Pamini Abema. And see, the person who keeps saying, I'll try, is always on the top of the mountain. Hey, nibane ye yipa. Yeah, that's it. You kwa asiedu ho, ewo abetifi. Hello, asiedu.
Hello.
Na abetifi for what to say?
Nyame Adom boko na mo paibo.
Ye da nyame ase. Mini Abema ye ntie
Eda papa sisa no pai, oni ache Adom ensemi. COVID ba no kre. Aboni pa beautiful. The gratitude abon me for mama. Me nyama bibi hadu touching.
Asiedu na we ye den.
No kre, mama na me ye adwuma. Minister bifi.
Okay.
Yeah. Na COVID ni ba no. But yes, workers in the doors. Just what yes.
Okay.
Because yeah, you feel doors. After that, omo na adwuma mu. Eso doors. It no kre e ka me. But Mampaba, Kakana me boa no to on. It's me de share carrot me cabbage a fuyum. And I'm a carrot kakra. And so scanner na minya bosu minister no do be a carrot at my mind and also me fanasa. Tina me de nonna de share kakra our babumu with some panisu case, light be a name, shoes and so on and so forth. The honor and also before I mean my meeting, if you like the water bill na no so. This year my team da she container bi ase.
Jo.
Because man power, so ekusu kuko ya nim se. Ajaye nipa e wo mma wo yen je. E ma ya ba mu. Me she mi nuanu bebre ni kran se. Mo ma ba mu. Kakra na odi wetimi de to wo no. Se ba bia wo na ase ya, ano she bibia ase. Ejidi wo nyame tin se eno so.
Ebeye yie. Ese edu nyame hira o.
Amen.
Ayeda sepa enti from minister fie a wodi akaka bensem no de na ni kire wram no koye carrot and cabbage eye wo
was start on one business.
Yes. Eye wo from minister fie oye den kwafom to hofo e me gidi se wo hia bibia fie se de se do ye da say yemfa Evans so hello Evans.
Yeah, hello madam.
Evans apom
nyame na dum na mpacho won so.
Nyame adum yeso ye ho ye Evans pacho ye ntie we.
Quite maybe can be in touch here.
That's
now I can't talk with you once a week. Anybody no I shall say no lockdown by any way they can run. But I just on the demo there what's up what one day to so
man so cross anya me manko
nana men kind of say yet what about so by president be any more beba obeba is ka engineer function but no panya ba ya mo dem bo so ya am dem bo na e ada boy me ne be bi esi ti me sre any an Ghana for say omo ma ne dai yeni ani free na manyo no snia pe ni ko ya eduma so on time 24/7 na mo yo boduma so so ya eduma ni ni si bidia covid do nda yo si covid ni ba ya no na savings na en shada mo ho modern saba ya ma ya ni da bo no mi asu me be si am no ka ya no bi ka Friday
okay
covid ne so me mo ya de you know so mo ne ka kra
yate
anti so futu ka kra me de ma ni ya da na ko na
jo yeda sepa Evans yeda sepa enti nipa wenum nya kasa ne kowie investment ni savings na sofo dan e ka ho asem kire no no office what minister fie no afa kakran to ho a okay yenko yenua be ma inso eho hello Bael Mr. Odin sa de bo no de
Bael
yo mpacho ene yen che wa disuade kakra.
Yes, COVID have come to Amayemu bebre, yes, near bibi bebre, even me particular. Bebre say, my yenye nida. So we say, life is not there for us. It's very permanent. Since every time the way so. The difference within a second of an eye, which me ama bibi edija. Edija may share me can say, yen try as much as possible. Say, you be so determined enough. You be one, you be determined, you be focused enough. And you do savings. I don't know the day, say, who come at the end of the mean here. When there's a problem, and you find our powerful solve. So I was the view say, you will be brave because of COVID because of COVID in Yoma, I have on your money. At the end of you are losing customers. Want to mean plain coin. So whatever you are doing it well. And we're seeing innovation. You're getting to be creative. Because of this COVID, people might be creative. But you might be creative, innovative. Before we become so that at the end of the day, people look at you and say, "When we are na me ya make me happy." And they enjoy that.
Nyame shira wate wo se ne din ne ye baye o se me na me hu bo me so me hu bo na de ache me na but wa ka asem ade a ye no so ya ye nye ne yie ye fa ye nua be me yin chato. Hello Patrick
Mame
Pat Mache
yemo
na pomwe
nyame adom
ye de nyame aso enyame adom yeso ye ho ye enti Pat na yensi afiwe mu no na wo ye de na covid ba ye no ahaw ana anya covid crampo a te bia bia ma ne ma bia sesa se na wo gina no wa hwe ho ana wo kɔ wanim
men kwam zampa easy daddy okay saying that my so pa I say in every crisis there's a way out. You say me kai say e brana covid by in fact things were not easy at all. And I'm a young guy. Rabodo Shasia. A time came my own father told me say me fifi na. Yeah, can I say my metamason. Me a student.
from my doctorate course. In fact, I took the bold step in the PFC, and now do make up and I come 1.5 Ghana, 150 Ghana cities. Number rented, no company for any kind. And then me and them, as my person can say, focus on the people. You're not a young minister of God, and I don't mean my home. I get time for the people when they call me. I put the call, even though it's easy. I put the call, pray for them. God use this same people to bless me and then my establishment home. So I'm telling people say when the time of crisis comes, focus on God. Let me pray for us well, and I believe that they'll be fine.
Amen. Amen. Yeah, that's a part. Patrick, yeah, that's it. I was saying for phobia bio na. Yeah, boy, yeah, come on, no apple. Now after BB Eddie Frim. Back when you can say, bio, say, bio, when you have my man who bought Fatami and thank him. And I'm not some back or Kayana, I come a best I want to account come and say, I did be a year, so I ye, she's a covered by near tea and one says sanitizer and a bed wine. Now, obi I starch. Tom and Ninia. Obetiaka. Okay.
Onipa bia de bia we bia dachi. Betiaka.
Aya me ka say obi ye say kire wo a ya if he say ya tem didie kese na so me da ne me nsa ne say hwe wo a enan no de oye say no hwe wo no ankasa so for 2 year for near so
nti ne ewo mu nyina ne say eni da so ehia pa ne to so bi no so opese wo ya de bia manya me mrem onipa ho ade ye ketua bi ye die ne kwati kwan ni nyina ne nyame asem
ye die ne kwati kwan
oje na ba e me depova I love that song
ye die ne kwati kwan
ni nyina ne nyame asem nti bomoden a na susu fa ho tu nipa so fa ho tu nyame so ye to so bi no modern bobe ne what are your potential so nipa bia wo de utimi ye ade wo ho hwehwe sa ne ma na fi ase kakaka ebenyini ne to so nyensa pe nipa miensa bia wo mo betimi aye nipa mu hye nkura
nipa miensa.
Find 3 people who speak encouragement into your life.
Ba ko be ye hwan.
Oh, obia nia ono usuba obetimi aka wan say.
Okay.
O modern mo
be. Yes. O ye ni ye obeka wan ye ni ye obeka. Okay.
The enye
Mate was here. Nipa o kan okra kire.
Sometimes you need to surround people yourself with people who tell you what you don't want to hear.
Enye de bia na ohwa. Enye cross. Oh, ayo, me you kind of say. Mata de ya momo. Oh, diamond wife oboa. Ompemasem. Amoamoa enye ka kire me. Mate was here.
The next thing, don't get a job, get work.
Don't get a job.
Get work.
Get work. Fasima kire yemu. Work ni de job ni de.
Job there. Ase me kwa koye ma koja ketua.
Okay.
But work there is a doing word. Hona e de innovation ba. Hona de adwene ba. Hona de time ba. What do akuma nyina de wura ne wuye nim? Your passion. Once there be X factor. When your passion meets your competence, make the best if you move ba. Now when you want to say we job there, and what track it ya. But when you are juma there, so the so and so we juma there. What the why dwene be wuram? What do akuma be wuram? Onu obi na ye juma. For akuma ya de na we nyina say wo ya ma wa ho. Don't work for people. Work with people.
Don't work for people. Work with people. For wakuma nyina ye de wanya wo ye no so ye ne ye o hawo no so ebeba nemum eba afamu adwen emane mbubu mu ho afi so sofo dan say ye die eni kwati kwan fa kwan pa no so e kwan pa ne fa ne so ya na so fa so efi say ye die eni kwati kwan ne nyina so kowie nyame asem anopa ye da se no wadaje efisem komo twetwe de asi ha edase oman he kwabena santani abedwafo ede pensempense mu eto awso sofo dan edase pi nyame nshraw mede de ma me kira dan mo na busia me mo ache edase
Yasaba da mu nyina se da diamond trans ye de na se okwaso ko se braso se de empese mu ebro ma menka o se bio se hwe yo so ade hye na ye da ma se okwan sonko so titiu ye oketeche buman gama yɛda CP sɛhwɛ also my hene one nananoma trankonya nyina yɛda mo ase okwan VIP share no so aseda so nko de ma mo era yɛwɔfa adaka brefrem Paul Manson Mahmoud thank you so much driver Sadat nso yɛda ase ne nyamfo asiedu also wɔ sɛhwɛ bekwae yɛda ase pa yi ana fe Mercy Crutch nso Louis Owusu Japan also we are grateful ana fe sɛhwɛ de share Dr. Kwame Efriye, not Dr. Kwame Efriye, Dr. Kwame Efriye, or Greenfield Hospital. Also, we appreciate and we are grateful. And then Coentry, COVID Diesel, Anna Kwediaso, also Yachiamu Yana Pay. Brasso said, you didn't come on and say, but make say, Mr. All Properties, Sadara Manasan come away to me at the Abroad Mr. All Properties Limited, no, therefore, property development and estate management. And after consultation and advisory services, Mr. All Properties, Ebow, I'm away to me, you want to say how we were Japadibi, Opesa Ton, and Apesi a Tomau, and Wachi, Opesa Utu and Amombi, Unia Futu, Uhia Quantra, Mr. All Properties, Ebow, sir, and she sharing in them from all 0248 500 495 and 0500 042 966. No, what you want. Eddie, in Kita home. Mr. All Properties say quality housing services just for you. Anna, St. Andrews SHS 1 and 2 admission still is in progress. Into make sure so additional into our show here and I named there a very, very relevant and key. Into Shannon so say Obakwa one check one campus is Nibiwo. I send for Soup Mankasim, Dunkono Fin and Seshia Sanyon so 0244 696911 and 020789 1004. Lawyer Mesa Atnase, Eka Mesa Oko Second year, on a year, Mrashe Bijonia, Ojina Mama Adeshia, Ewohunina, on the ticket of the New Patriotic Party. You heard him say, former ambassador to India, Ghana's former ambassador to India, His Excellency Sam Piali, and Subaba Kainsa, Ewohana. The countdown is on, I think it's about 64 days more. It's still gloomy or the way is not clear?
Michi waiting for when you bring wash and the pay can't wait for all sekuni na no god na. Na why na we ehunu den.
Well, me go
oh, eguduru here.
Yeah.
Ebe no na can few minority no. Osanda economy de clear. Baby maybe fibia 4 more sign ya new.
Emu da ho sa.
Too clear. Na hwe mese time a Yankopon oyi Israeli fu fi Egypt enwa. Onye won look Canaan Moses do n'enyim. Na economy smooth. In fact, at a point to crown no na ebinim wonye manka. Won come back to Egypt. Osande na we di baby no wide. But when you abotar wo do Canaan no, obi ahun there asasa Nyankopon wa hyehyɛ am hon flow with milk and honey. It was worth the wait. The Juma His Excellency Nana Danko Akufo-Addo wait over the past 3.5 into 4 years. Yenwie nyani na na ogo, there are issues. And issues no, it has to be situated within the context of the Meyefierba. Now, the broad plan Abani Odunjuma, 1 district, 1 factory, 1 million per constituency, free SHS, NAPCO, no planting for food and jobs. Clearly, you have digitized the economy, you have process of formalizing the Ghanaian economy. If you put all together, as you go back, you can do 5 years. Not Mr. Mahamas Ghana Eden. Hey, no, Osonya me crowd. I'm paying that though. Osonya me.
The Ghana onu jatu ono.
The Ghana that he left for people to stay in darkness for 5 years for a fuel problem. Fuelu. None okay train. There we had sufficient generation capacity. Pipeline of Yalata, Oloba, na ship nanko waka sen inti gas or the bano yenye bi yam power yam plants gas on your fuela biso asama ya no gas on your fuela inti okache hende over 5 years do only alternative sources of fuel are on the bottom ya power yam plants at a point in this country surgical table now what the torchlight now what the other Ghana every he made us sleep in darkness for 5 years. Do you know the businesses that collapsed? And in hardship and kofukom. And there, why light off one umpa? It's an issue. Yanko back. Hey. Yeah. And some candidate one. And China no catch him. 2016. Also say I got to about. Obiara can be. So ya no koro, so ya kohio, so ya dano. Na look from.
But the comeback
seems
to be solution oriented.
For
instance, or making sure that double track system within a year it will be off the calendar. That there will only be any double track.
Okay. Only some catch the former president who's running. Papa no ya adverts. Otia sika to advertise against implementation of free SHS.
Your kind of
remember. No party for watching a political platform do. What can try and there or your 419. Indeed, Olusi election not getting a fear as Oman that do. All connect accounting or listening to Sabadaba de toy. Only in 2018, he is on record. There, so 2 billion cedis are all send the free SHS. And Auntie, my catcher, this was something yana.
It's just a sanity.
Or chatted, I'm not see. Now, come on, it's here for one see. Nanda, or down, no, but no, back catcher all day. Oh, I don't know, CCR no, why though, Ghana for why ya too. And see, I'm a minjindi, but I was it or Pia Mbaye. Has he got the credibility for you to trust him? Ah, na ubia oya na the no the beno. Yamano gone mo yen. Na me must not come on kutim poema. Nko double track. Dama president of Ashesi University, okay. Nko idi etwom. Osande, young classrooms are, I mean, now you go secondary school. You first term, yaba, classrooms are empty. You second term, yaba, classrooms are empty. You third term, long vacation, classrooms are empty. Half the year. You don't know when your school go. Abandon share for fraba, policy for fraba, free senior high school. The months no home share, ma 100,000 Ghanaian children. One say annually. I will put all of them through school. Yes, since your classrooms in your abotu contain a winner. But motum bezin sheshayaba must split school calendar no amahine into two. Obimo boko half. No obimo sako half. Ye innovation so that every Ghanaian child can go to school. Until I condemn. And say,
it was the approach.
Our approach. Approach another Hinden. You were confronted with two options. One, the bomb from what's in the fear. I won't go to school. Another box outside the box. And on your new, several countries have done it across the world. At the innovation, Baba, to ensure that no Ghanaian child is left behind. Papa na nursing and teacher training allowances. Onokra no bo onya hin. Osne. It can cost him his presidency on fano. On tiende with tiende ochina. Man spend 2 billion. Mu will be a man fan ye free SHS. But the bay infrastructure. On check one of chobuno. Ewa, of the bay infrastructure. And that down over Ghana for that. Anoba. Hey. Next run yame abaka damasemiya. Amahini. But Ghana forever, I have absolute confidence in the Ghanaian. Sabi. And we know the government that thinks about its people. I don't know COVID debate. Am I here? I don't know COVID debate. Unkofu watch one. I'm paying us. Look, suffering and kofu lukom. Yem pay relief. The manaman piwoye. Yem for me unkofu. Provide them free water. Subsidize electricity for a bit. Abasana masama again. Abrasam. Makatro.
Yefesi.
No, yefesi. Remember, masraw. Am I in the masraw? I catch and there.
Yeah.
I'm paying on Jeff freebies, no. Non create jobs. And say,
yeah.
And so banana no manifest pay freebies in Queen. Am I in the business was a man now?
Very fair. Let's proceed.
Unbelievable.
My minchi are with you. Na anahafu. Na yanka wanda. Kasan. Nyano na wodi buman. Kasatansi nyano wodi buman. Abani biya bada. Yanka defa wonsa feshe sebe wode film. Anam de ya manfo a e twa tax ye ndwuman na ye wira hye woman bibi o ha o de ye e bi hospital bi schools e be ye bibiara na se e wia e be yen e kona e be fa do na e be ye no nkrofo wo ho a wotum kire ho adwen because even as lawyers say e boko court I or the case up onyim there a conference on the matter yehu if when nanikaka hon. Now, I am still surprised that some Ghanaians want to use free senior high school as the means of everything and anything in this country. One, when we started there, our day complete F-cube, free compulsory basic education. And there, Mayedri, or the Yenyoko, secondary schools, not tertiary levels. It's, as a pilot, and let us pilot this free senior high school. Because, say, a starter, it will naturally increase the numbers. That's why increase numbers now. Dormitory, more from 20 women, is no longer going to take 20 people. I bet take more people, more of the children than. In here, you are approaching Damza. And no, just start this crash program. The ABC, more of the community day schools. That was our strategy. Now, it's on record that Oman Penyina Akufo de Nalankasa had lauded President Mahama for starting the free senior high school. It's on record. The United Nations has also lauded President Mahama. And the first free senior high school that is, Ekunfi, Professor Mills, Nukrom. Intino, Sir Oman Penyin, Oben also, no, MZ, Mayane, Mayala. The question, answer now, the approach. As Masa, would nobody had intention there, or there a certain percentage of Ghanaian students today on Onko school? That nobody had that intention. But Yako school, I mean, we in agree. Yanko free senior school, but answer Yabaha. And she say, a better improve a reform education. What you have to know in there, these are not guinea pigs. These are human beings. And say, Abu Frebe Boko school. There, me fi Fijai, no Boko school, Marco Chira St. John's, Marco Chira there, Tadi school around. That was our strategy. Now, Ajapa and his party use this free national high school, the promise, and then you achieve it, you implement it. You point out a lot of challenges. Say a top balance, it would have avoided the challenges, including loss of human lives. I am sure that I don't want to remind people there, because of the implementation of the free senior high school, we lost some students at Kumasi Academy. Very, very avoidable situation. We also thought there, so schools, you real schools now.
Your Excellency, was there a basis for that loss? It was as a result
of course, it happened during that period, and it was as a result of the congestion. Please Google and see.
No, I know. I admit that there was a challenge at Kumaka.
Yes,
but
and other places
for Kumaka, as you said.
Yes,
but to specifically say, as a result of the implementation of the free SHS.
As a result of that, there was congestion in that school. And as a result of Kumasi Academy, certain measures had to also be taken.
Okay.
That's a fact. As a result of the free implementation of the instantaneous implementation, we saw the Moframa, not what the dining hall. We saw, we can't eradicate all the problems. But if you are doing it, you don't condemn what other person's strategy, as if they're saying, strategy. That's why we started the free, building the schools. And I'm believing there, since Ajapomers and the government obey, so completely all the senior high schools now, John Mahama now, we would have reduced the numbers.
They are on it.
Yeah,
they've done about 28.
Agreed. All in the midst to do what? All in the midst to do what? You have completely not to do what? So that there can be space. So if we had implemented it that way now, that was our approach. So you cannot condemn and say that.
So if we had waited for more approach in India, then the late former education minister,
Leokran,
then I trust that was the direction you wanted to go, that in the next 20 years.
Not at all.
His belief was that all these things will be in place. You believe in progressiveness. That's what, progressively moving on. They believed as of that time, it should be now.
Instant.
Yes.
Yes, and I've heard several times people citing Lee Okran there. I doesn't think that this will happen.
He never said that.
Even if he has listen. Even if he has said that, there have been so many members of government, current government, who expressed one opinion on certain issues.
Perfect.
All right, and as to whether that was the official statement or not, I've heard Napo made certain statements concerning this, which was not the official statement of government. You understand? You heard Napo about use of whatever at the toilet, place of convenience for the student. That was not the official statement. I've heard Napo on the computer placement. We don't say that because of that. And the whole policy now way that it undermines it. No, I don't think Ghana we should behave like that. You understand?
Yeah.
So our policy, Ghanaians can still understand there. Our policy was not, we didn't ever condemn the free senior high school. The approach. Okay. And as political parties, the difference between us is the approach. Imagine, we seek to improve education, qualitative education, across board. That's our aim as a country.
Correct.
So you don't say that this is a system. You don't say that I'm picking this place, fixing it up. What happens here? Or that I interchange, double road. Overhead, double road. Now I got a single road, what happens?
Pressure.
So that is what we sought to avoid. And Ajapa sitting here knows very well in his heart that it is never true that Mahama condemned free senior high school. And it is not, please, it is never true. Mahama had never. It is never true that Mahama had said there, if he had 2 billion or the Bayard Papa, when Mahama was building the schools. When Mahama was building the schools, in any case, whatever has been used to implement this free senior high school, what is the source? We established the GET fund, not we. We established the GET fund. We also developed the 2 oil fields. We developed it. It is the investment that Mahama did. That is why this country has run up to this point. In energy, in whatever. If we had established our GET fund, if we had established ASLA, if we had found the oil money and everything, and you have used it to implement it for the Ghanaians, it's a policy you have implemented. Now what is at stake? What is at stake is going forward, what we seek to do for Ghanaians. And yesterday, free senior high school, we are going to extend it to persons who are not in the mainstream secondary school. So this is what we are talking about. But don't just conjure statements, repeat it, and believe that it is true. I am challenging you. You are a lawyer, I'm a lawyer. Put your evidence to test now. Where did Mama Hama say there? 2 billion or a waste? When he was using money.
I will quote it for you. I have the story.
Please. I want
Former President John Mahama believes government excessive investment in free senior high schools is compromising quality education.
Well,
according to him,
if it's not a story you people are protected, but as far as I know,
according to him, the Akufo-Addo government is currently channeling all resources towards free SHS to the detriment of basic and tertiary education. So what does he mean? To say that when he gets the opportunity...
First and foremost, I am on floor.
Oh, the child...
I am on floor.
Contest on the class.
Yes.
Yes, to patch your wrap up on it.
You see, sir, I don't know the source of what is...
Oh, now, Ambassador, His Excellency, with all due respect, are you denying that Mr. Mahama Waka there say spend the 2 billion or no 2 billion not spent on free SHS? Are you denying it?
I deny it.
Seriously?
I deny it with utmost certainty. I deny that with utmost certainty.
Why?
I should rather tell you that. Why? Because if you are quoting Pulse, who is the source of that?
I have audio of Mr. Mahama speaking. Am I in the NCR?
Where
you haven't heard this comment?
Where was he saying this? Where was he saying this? In what occasion? On what occasion?
Unbelievable.
It's believable. I don't believe. I'm shocked about you. I'm saying
that the commentary that your party has made against free SHS. You are sitting on national TV to deny that Mr. Mahama
you want to improve, you want to improve my credibility. You want to improve my credibility.
Is that what you are saying?
No. You want to improve my credibility.
I'm surprised.
Until you're in your force.
Oh,
you want to improve my credibility.
Until you're in your force. You cannot go to that extent.
So why is he saying that?
Doesn't want to believe
why is he denying it? No.
He has a challenge.
There's a complete difference between Onsi. No. That's on Nyano.
And Ajapa,
these are your words. That you are denying that Mr. Mahama has said on record that all 2 billion are only invested in free SHS.
On which record?
You are asking me.
On which record?
You are asking me.
On which record?
Am I
on which record?
The internet team
can I finish my submission? Can I finish my submission?
This is 4th December 2019.
MPP is huge spending on free SHS, compromising quality education.
Thank you very much.
See,
attributed to who?
John Dramani Mahama.
Source.
Okay, so let's just wrap up.
Amahin, if you tender evidence in court, we all know. We want to know the source of the evidence and add credibility and others.
The internet, you have a story, you have a try on
internet. You can have access to your
Ajafa, I want to suggest to you there, on daily basis, various newspapers report on issues from various angles. True or false?
That's correct.
And therefore, if somebody has done that, or in the context of which Muhammad said that, and you are quoting it without telling us the contract, then I have a problem with it. Then I have a problem with that. But I'm asking, Obia on free senior high school, then OCC schools nade, Obia the textbooks nade to support. Then you say there also Obocho free senior high school. It's the same story that I've been told over. That Muhammad saw Obocho free senior high school. When he said actually what he was saying that he was going to review it. Why are we doing this to our people? Why? It's just because of political power. I, some PLA sitting here, I would never ever enact falsehood on President Akufo-Addo. I would never, because that is unethical to do. Why are you doing that? A person who is building the free senior high school, building schools, and you want to put it on him, tag it also about which free senior, when he's not saying that. Amahin. Let us also look at another dimension of it. You know, as a result of the free senior high school, we have lost most of our private schools, sir. You know that? We have lost most of our private schools.
How?
Because people have moved from the private schools into the free senior high school. Let me give you an example. Oh, in Yenkrum, Shifi, Ajapa, Ekoshama, on your left side, you see there was a very beautiful senior high school. It's almost collapsed because all the students have moved there. The private schools have for a long time been asking government, instead of using this free, whatever it is, double track, use our facilities and the circumstances. So I want it to be established today. Mahama has never said he was going to cancel free SHS. All he's saying that I will review it, and in the review, I will introduce quality. In the review, I will make sure that there are facilities. That's our position. And that is what we have captured in our manifesto.
Okay, so there's a video to that effect where he thought infrastructure was effective than prioritizing the free SHS.
Thank you.
So once
I want to listen to that.
I think that we'll do the video right away. But just wrap up so that we can, remember so that we can just have a listen well, and then we can just do proper conversation. Yes. So, Lamesa, just wrap up on this one. We are going for a break. When we come back, the video is on. We will listen and listen attentively, and then we can have a conversation.
NDC full.
The video is here. Let's listen.
Just wrap up. We are going for a break. Now, if you're back, then that's it.
NDC for Mr. Mahamadano. Sunday was.
Back here, the Muna must say, lawyer Mesa say, His Excellency, the former rep, Ghana's rep, Ghana ambassador.
I wasn't the representative.
Sorry, because you say that you, just a representative.
I was not the representative. I was a high commissioner.
So the high commissioner, former in the NOI, His Excellency Sam P. Yali. I know they be because they make time for this, the sugar factory conversation.
Yeah. We will need to have that conversation. And I'll bring you solid documents.
So that with the trade ministry too, we'll just compare notes and tell us how we have arrived at this
documents.
No, I know. Before you left office, the last engagement we had.
Yes.
Extensive one.
Me feel very inspection. I came here.
Yeah. So
we don't have to do that to our country.
I'm confused.
If you call me, honestly, I will bring the document and show. Say, as I speak now, there's $24.5 million. You sign.
You are aware?
Yeah, aware. 25 million. You sign only you win the land and I limited because Kosindum na the work of a part of the land. So you need a certain type of sugar or a high yielding. And the money is there, with including irrigation.
The trade minister should come and find time and have a conversation.
I would come with him.
Many details are on what with respect to Commander Sugar Factory. But my question is this. You had all this money supposedly signed. Why is it that every factory, the following day, a closing for maintenance? Now only 1 month after, advertising for private person to take it over.
Mine, if you build a 10-key project, I've given you answer. They put
it on privatization. 1 month. Man, I'm not
is it documented?
Don't shout.
I'm shouter.
That's your line of questioning. The last time we inspection, that was when I was informing there. The factory was going to be commissioned.
Yes.
I was part of the people who insisted there over there were a test run. It's me test run. They gave me 5 bags of sugar. In the But to be better, they say, a dash cook more sugar.
Wow.
And they are so they did this one. Now, if you do a 10-key factory now, you have to test it. After that, you close it down, maintain it, and sign a handover.
How?
That is the practice.
Oh. I want a lawyer. 10 key is complete and hand over the key. So when I turn the key, the factory is functional. That is the meaning of 10 key.
But you don't have a maintenance arrangement.
The maintenance arrangement, mini problem. Let's just say that the one 10 key project contract. Contracting will be a test run.
Commander Sugar Factory is a problem on our
say $24 million was signed the whole. Whatever land acquisition, now our plant after. Why is it that we buy a company now what to do for maintenance 1 month after they put it up for privatization? Why?
Should I answer?
Please.
Remind.
Yeah.
Ghana, young technologists in sugar. Since the Kwame Nkrumah then, it is people from Venezuela, India, and others know them technology. Okay? And we saw that government running businesses was part of a problem to this country. We know, and he knows.
That's a fact.
So if you have this, we were going to sign a management contract, including private sector. You are an advocate of private sector, and I'm Bobia.
Correct.
So what's your business about your feeling about sending the?
That's some work that Nana Akufo-Addo, even though Yan manifesto a woman in black and white, that we would,
let me tell you what
in collaboration with the private sector, establish one district, one factory at least in the district within Ghana. And then you have Felix Fosukwachi, what's in Metro TV. Also, you promised the people one district, one factory per district. Where is it? So, in one breath, that, in your government, around the businesses.
Are we talking
so it suits your purpose?
Sugar factory?
Let's situate it, sugar factory.
It suits your purpose to say that, sugar factory now, government went to contract a loan to build the factory. According to you, you contracted another money to do land acquisition and planting of crops. You didn't know that you required private sector input right from the beginning until they close the factory and they put it up to privatization. One government is saying that I'm working at establishing factories with the private sector. We're providing private sector people support. We have resources across the country that can be value addition based. Of Ghana, resources and we are providing support to the private sector. What responder? Then the factories are then going to come. You criticize it.
Okay, hold on.
Your party, you criticize it.
It's okay, hold on.
I was part of the issue. I'm not talking about whatever he is talking about. I am saying that the company that the Indian government, the money was on the Exim project. So India government appointed its own contractors. They appointed their own consultants that were to work with the Ministry of Trade and Industry. Okay? And as part of the agreement, the handing over there, there should be a maintenance agreement. Okay? Then the company that built it, often is Ceftec, intended that they wanted to run the company. Then Mahama said, no, you couldn't have built a factory and then all of a sudden we hand it over to you. Let us advertise it so that any other person who is interested can come in. That's what happened. And indeed, you see, we got these funny figures that the factory should have cost 12 million. And I said, where did this come from? Am I in India, Delhi? Now, Mumbai. India is Mumbai. So it was corresponded. It was just 3 occasions so that I can fast track it. But nobody has control over the project. So if they had finished and they were handing over to us, then the contractor is a super manager. Privatizer.
Okay.
4 years. 4 years. We have left the factory there. People are unemployed. We are still importing the same sugar we wanted to avoid importation.
Yes, just a playback on John Dramani Mahama on free SHS. We're back. Back. Yeah.
What you say? 2 billion on over 2 billion on 5 year free SHS.
What's your understanding of the whole thing?
There were two strategies at play. Okay, and there were priorities. Okay, one government will prioritize health, education, and as the case may be. Now, we had decided that we would improve education in the mainstream across board, from primary kindergarten up to the tertiary. Now, if we are going to introduce a policy, just one sector could consume $2 million. And the caveat there was that it was even going to include more format to the Japan. When you are introducing a social intervention for to eradicate poverty, you do targeting, and that's why LEAP. Yeah. We do targeting. Okay, in our gradual, you know that we even give scholarships. You know that
to the needy.
To the needy. That's the way we were going to implement it. So if the difference is that I will give it to everybody, I didn't hear Japan say there. The finance minister himself. Do you have that one also?
Yeah.
The finance minister himself
suggesting that.
He
feels that a certain category of people who are capable of
pain. I feel very guilty. Honestly, I feel very guilty. There's some waba at my status. Amahin. The media Abu Frobaba down in Fanstim. Free. I feel guilty. Whereas they are.
I extend now called Lincoln International. Merton Montessori.
Merton. I want to do Merton. I'm from Banco.
That's your party, not your president. You are capable by your
I won't do that. I want to do Banco. I'm from Banco. Me at Tadisco.
That is the king.
So, Amanya, are you getting the contest?
So there have been suggestions around.
Suggestions around. Can you play that? Can you play the finance minister? Can you play
suggestions around?
Can you also play that Ken Ofurata? Not only him, the former president's brother, Adokufo.
Former president brother Adokufo.
Yeah,
on free SHS.
On free SHS.
Okay.
So if you bring some, you are bringing in a policy. Amahin, Obialan Kawasama. In project management, when you go as consultants, you are sitting there. He knows you criticize severally, and the policy. And so for even today, and even today, okay,
but the worrying aspect is that your manifesto is a package of freebies for the Ghanaian 2020 and beyond.
Yes.
And you have a belief, and my former president and your flag bearer, the words of Chushi, whimsical and a desperate approach by a certain politician.
Everything that I was part of the manifesto drafting committee. Yeah. I was a key member. Yeah. Everything free that you have introduced, there was source of funding it. And you have indicated it.
Okay, on your document,
no, hold on. No. If their belief is in free, they have a source. And they are doing targeting freebies. Is that correct?
Sure. That's
unbelievable. Tape, who interpretation I do today now?
Oh, what is your problem?
Maybe so awesome. Who interpretation I do tape?
Who don't you pay him? Every time you have
Excellency.
Every time the interpretation of
the studio had the opinion I do to respect I'm not more some better opinion. But you see, let's be honest and sincere with ourselves. Mr. Mahama on the tape, a catcher Ghana for in the first one, that free SHS should not be introduced on the whimsical promises of a desperate politician. And that several countries have done it and failed.
On your team, you.
So, in principle, you don't believe in it.
Oh, my friend.
That is the interpretation. In principle, Mr. Muhammad does not believe in free SHS. Indeed, in the second tape,
that's the interpretation of a desperate communicator.
I mean, these are his words. Mr. Muhammad nankasa ne numa samo ken wo tape Ghana for what training na we say onini.
Am I?
Asi. Ye free SHS onam politician bi no dunti osande. Africa countries pi wa ye bia wan ye
be edinyansa to ye da adwena to
in the second tape no so no about budget to 2 billion for free SHS no 2 billion on ye free SHS
or
the infrastructure according to him
infrastructure in the schools
please other schools infrastructure in which schools okay see circle Dubai I no believing
what a piece of light, no.
Dubai, a piece of light. With all due respect, oh yeah, you're principled, kakra.
Meaning what?
That as somebody can, you will just no consistently, you stay on it.
I believe in what Ofurata can Ofurata Finance Minister said.
And I agree. I agree.
What it then means is that Honorable Kenofurata and the Kufu, all the names that you have mentioned. They believe is there for the free SHS. They are looking at where we can do probably your
means testing. Yes.
Those are
Mr. Muhammad says I don't believe it.
No,
I'm not challenging what you have said. Those are relevant issues. As I sit here, as you said, sometimes you also feel that sense of guilt. That when Kanyamia do maybe meet me at the Kakras of Mama Bayako, but a Jayasin share no money now. Which means Obinamuso opportunity said,
Mr. Can you secondary schooling? Instead of your boarding fees, your boarding fees. Boarding fees only need more than your hall. As part of boarding and lodging, feeding. Anna, you have a trouble on call.
The call.
And see what's the issue. Free SHS or government scholarship. Thank you. Thank you. Oh yeah, scholarship are ban Aussie. School fees, textbooks, and feeding. Government of Ghana, wafa for all public secondary schools.
The
private schools obi oye the business. Se peda mi uba ko hwa ono odetua in accordance with the school no me hyehyɛ. As engine di na wo ska enfanye. In the April itum da Ghana fo won to abombo nti. As moba meye na mom sisi akra na me njan to public school ngutie o.
They call private.
Modroko private schools or that and we play back your words and say that open hold on a minute yende yo yenyi short memory yo in some can na nansen onini abazina wasasa awala nesi say be tuma eza ko hisam eka no kwan mo wo ho oni ho ni na e puto into dem na ka kira Ghana fa
and
there is one acquisition. These are the words of Mr. Muhammad.
And let me give you some. Yes, sir.
Also, say, "Tuma, eja kofi kakra, ekanokwa kakra, mehu ni Christ ehu, mo Christ oho." Na desperately, aya, ekan sembia digitum. Mr. Muhammad said it.
Mary.
We repeat it once more.
Amen.
You
don't have time for some other person to talk.
Just a minute. Now for your next wrap up, man.
And the question is, can you trust or be cruel? I can't show there. Oh no, or was scarf your free SHS. Another. Nande. Wabo unando de twabaman na sisi ada oba ono free SHS na oba no wabekemu kanapo. How do you reconcile the two statements from the same man?
Amen.
That's the point.
Amen.
If say vice president kada oya kwatre kwa.
Wow.
Manifesto.
Wow.
Insunsondo ho. Ofri sama wona.
Amen. Ekrubi ohu. Na papa bi akoto dondo. Obo dondo na mama fumu hukromi na usi onyom no to. Enfia na nature aka the same dondo no robo.
Yatida.
Mary ye na yatida. Mary ken ye hu da. If it comes to trying to compare, saying this, what the Mahama said that, then say that he's not credible. Oh, yet to Kroma, the president, our president. You see, have you watched me there? Maybe me attack president.
On specifics. He's dealing with the free SHS. Yes. You can also deal with the president on specifics, not their personality.
Yes. Yet to Kroma, a man paying stood in our house, fellow Ghanaians. I am putting my presidency on the Galamsey fight. Here.
He's failed.
Failed.
So that's no big deal. Is he failed?
Yes. So, a man paying comes to our television stations and on screen.
But there are two clear things. Maybe quote your Galamsey, or share Konaseno, what didn't you? A con uncle, and a word you say, free SHS, the corner, and Nada, Nubia, and this was town and Opeso Gine, a mamma, so I see the how be Briaba. The Nipanasa Baba catches will make free SHS at him. Make quite a major who's a Masada private should be as a account. These are two clear non-performance and somebody who didn't believe in what initially.
When it comes to policy, as a government, you don't do what you want, you do what people want. Right? Is that not right?
Correct. You are serving the people.
So, for example, at several instances,
as of that time we tried nurses and training allowance, the people did not want it.
The people did not want it.
Now
and that is what yes, and that's what the people punish.
What is the basis? What is the
Other than that, students don't want pay allowances.
No, please.
Oh no, I want to know.
No, please.
No, man can hear them and say.
What are Roma? Just wrap up.
Fine. There have been several cases, we introduce a policy. The policy does not go well, and then the government has to retreat. Sometimes there's spontaneous reactions like VAT and the rest. Even though the policy eventually is good for the country, it's a summer break, sir. And in MPP, when the president retreats on that, also a listening government. When the president retreats on several, I can give you several instances, also a listening government. When Mahama beats a retreat, it's incredible. He cannot be trusted. In this one, you have just started the free SHS, and I would go home and play the full tape and know the contest. Because sitting here...
There's a contest.
Yes, sitting here. This may be the first time I'm matching them tape. And so I'm going to look for the tape and play it fully and compare it to the literature around that time.
Okay.
All right? But we should be consistent. When one president retreats, and I can give you several instances, they call it listening government. But when Mahama retreats, they say it's as what?
Indecisive. It's not credible.
It's not credible.
Incompetent.
I can give you several of this.
Okay. Mamandasi, Your Excellency. 2016 elections. Okay. Lawyer Samedasi.
What do you mean?
We'll have a conversation. The sugar factory, dear to my heart.
We'll have a conversation.
That's it.
I've gone through this long before you. 1994, 96, I was a deputy minister, so I've had this experience. And I've communicated on air. You know how long?
Yeah, okay. So we'll have this conversation.
On air, I don't say certain things.
I
don't say certain things.
If I